Hey, yo, what's going on, y'all? This is Max here, back with another video. I am doing something a little different. Well, time has come, per se. So, the brackets were released about 3.5 hours ago, and I am in need of a bracket. Now, I'm not the smartest person when it comes to college basketball. No one else has gotten lucky enough to predict the perfect bracket, but I shall be the first. So, right in front of me, I have 64 teams that are making their dream to become the national champion in college basketball. And I'm going to predict every single game, all 63 of them, to the T. So, without further ado, I'm going to get started. But before I do that, can thank you all so much for helping me hit 100 subscribers on YouTube. That shit is poggers as fuck. I am so happy that I got that. I never would have imagined I hit that. I have something special that I'm working on. Don't worry, you guys will get that shit probably in a couple weeks or something like that. But without further ado, let's get on to the actual video. So, if you guys are unaware, in the NCAA for basketball, you get a 64 team bracket. You have four different districts: West, South, East, and Midwest. I don't know why they decided Midwest instead of North, but that's beyond my pay grade. Um, and each section has 16 teams. You go through several rounds until you get to the championship. Sounds self-explanatory. I'm gonna start up here in this top right corner. So the lowest seed you could be is 16, and the highest seed you could be was 1. And this is the first overall seed, Gonzaga. Only one time in history has a 1 seed lost to a 16 seed in the first round, and that was like within the last like 5 years, I think it was. But I'm gonna rip the bandage off and say that the 1 seeds are gonna win this time around. There's no chance in hell that they all lose, and if they do, I'll fucking oh god, I don't even want to imagine. But that's aside the point. Starting in this corner, I'll probably go Boise State and Memphis. Now, I like Memphis as a team in general, but they have not. It looks like they haven't really quite performed as well. They do allow a lot of points compared to Boise State. Top 25, they've only played one like top 25 team Boise State has, and conference like they're pretty even, and points per game like they score a lot, but they have not as great a defense. I'm going to stick with Boise State on this one. It's going to be more of a low scoring affair. No, shit, I don't know. I'm going Memphis. Their high scoring ability, I think, outweighs the defensive ability that Boise State has. However, this match could go either way. UConn and New Mexico State, I'm going UConn. UConn is way too consistent in the first round. Arkansas beats Vermont. Alabama. Um, yeah, I'll take Alabama to beat Rutgers or Notre Dame. Texas Tech wins. Davidson has not won. Fun fact I actually watched during the selection show. They have not. Davidson hasn't won a tournament game since Steph Curry left to go play for Golden State. And Michigan State is something very interesting. I want to kind of touch on this one. They allow relatively the same amount of points and score amount, and just as much. Michigan State's kind of mid now that I think about it. This is going to be my 7-10 upset. I think Davidson turns it around. They faced one top 25 opponent, and Michigan State has played 12, and they have not done great. Um, Duke and Cal State Fullerton. I will say Duke is going to win, but shout out to Charlie for making it. If you know, you know. But Gonzaga is going to win. Ooh, this is a good one. I'm going to take Arkansas on this one. I'll take Texas Tech, and I'll take Duke. Gonzaga. Duke did win the ACC title. I'll give it to Duke. Why not? What's the worst that could go wrong? Although with this matchup, oh shit, yeah, I take Duke in this shit. Seton Hall, TCU. I'll take TCU. Houston, UAB. I'll take Houston. Illinois. Oh wait, I'll leave that for later. Illinois, Chattanooga. I'll take Illinois. Colorado State. John, let's go, my boy. I'll take you to win. Um, wait, so yeah, Michigan State got fucking rolled against top teams, and if Colorado State is considered one of the better teams in the tournament, then yeah, there's no chance Michigan wins that shit. Tennessee beats them. Loyola Chicago. I know a guy who's committed there, but I'm taking Ohio State to win. Yeah, they just have better. They they allow less points though, but they've been done better against top 25 and plus. I'm taking 7. I'll take the 7 seed here. This would probably be the game that fucks me in this perfect bracket. In the first round, at least, Villanova's gonna win. They are really solid right now. I'll go here. North Carolina beats Marquette after beating Duke in Coach K's last game. Like, and they're just super consistent. I think Marquette, yes, they're in the Big East and they can be pretty consistent. They're not like super fantastic. They're about Creighton's level, and we swept Marquette, and Creighton swept Marquette, and they played 3 times this season. So I don't think they're gonna do well against UNC. St. Mary's is gonna win. UCLA will win. Texas and Virginia Tech. I've heard. Oh, I got a story for later. Did I pick? Oh, I have to pick these ones. Shit. Arizona's gonna win. Mm, Houston v Illinois. I gotta look at this one. Damn, they do not allow a lot of points. I'm taking Houston. Wait, what was their top 25? 0-1 versus 4-4. This will be a great game now I think about it, but I'll take Houston on this one. Tennessee will win, and Villanova will win. Arizona will win. Tennessee and Villanova. See, this is what I mean. I'm not a casual. Like, I'm very casual. As in, I'll be a fan during the 3 weeks of March and April that I get to watch these games. These two are actually very evenly matched. I think Villanova just has the. I'm gonna give it to Villanova, honestly. Um, I'll take Purdue. Yale barely beat fucking Princeton, was it? I can't remember. Kentucky, Murray State, Texas. Yeah, this one seems pretty self-explanatory. No real upsets gonna be happening in that regard. This seems pretty obvious. Baylor. Yeah, I'll take Baylor. Baylor's got it hard. Um. Ooh, yeesh. But they do allow a lot of points. Yeah, I'll take Baylor to beat North Carolina. Does North Carolina even beat St. Mary's? Yeah, I'll give it to them. Did I say North Carolina or UCLA? Shit, I forgot. Oh well. Texas and Purdue. I'll take Purdue and Kentucky to go. I'll go Kentucky, Baylor. Unless Purdue has been scratching and changing my mind. Uh, their defense isn't as good as Kentucky. Yeah, I'll stick with my Kentucky bet. Why not? What's the worst that could go wrong? Now here, I take Creighton no matter what. I don't give a fuck what they say about this here. Yeah, no. I'm taking Creighton. Fuck it. I always have, and I always will. At least in the first round. Sweet 16, that's a different story. Let me just put it like that. Iowa, Richmond. I'll take Iowa, Providence, LSU, and Iowa State. Yo, the boy, Chucky. Chucky's been having a fucking year, dude. Auburn is an interesting story. Was USC over Miami? I'll take Miami. I'll take Miami in this one, actually. LSU or Iowa State. I feel like I'm gonna end up taking LSU. However, Iowa State. Yeah, I'll take LSU. Just strictly, they have just a slightly better offense, and I think that's just gonna be enough to get them sent over. Um, Iowa Providence. Providence is really solid. They play with a lot of grit, but Iowa has a lot of offensive firepower. I'll take them. I'll take Kansas. I'll take Wisconsin, Auburn, Wisconsin, because Auburn's guard situation, from what I've heard, is kind of ass. So, and unless they get that shit taken care of, like, I'm concerned about the Miami game too. Like, their offense is just their defense isn't as good as Auburn's, and their offense might not be great, but damn, they are consistent in these regards. And I'm gonna stick with Auburn in this situation, but this game could get ugly. this game alone could get ugly if their guard play is not solid. Um, yeah, now we're in the Elite Eight. There's 8 teams left to pick. I'm going to pick. I'll start with Gonzaga here. Gonzaga, number one overall seed for like this like the second time out of like the past 3 years where they have been. Arizona Villanova. Arizona plays with such firepower. They are one of the favorites if it isn't Gonzaga. Um, Baylor, Kentucky. Baylor's got it tough. Baylor has it tough, but they've been playing well. They've played pretty consistently. And this isn't a popular opinion, I don't think, but I'm going to take Baylor. And Kansas and Wisconsin. They play, oddly enough, like the only thing that makes Kansas like a sexy pick is just their points per game. But I feel like this is one of those games that Wisconsin just randomly wins. I'm gonna take Wisconsin here. And for the final fours, I'm gonna take Gonzaga over Baylor. I feel like Gonzaga is just gonna run over Baylor because like after like if they get through here, Baylor should be proud and happy if they hit the final four because they got it kind of tough. They got to play North Carolina, UCLA, and Kentucky, which I am predicting. And let me see what Purdue and Kentucky look like again before I make this choice. No, I'm switching. I'm going Purdue over Kentucky. No, I'll go with Arizona. Wisconsin, I don't think as a 3 seed is going to beat the firepower in Arizona. And, Gonzaga, I'm not a fan. I was never a fan of. I'm going to take Arizona to win it all by the score of 77 to 75. I'm going to enter both of these challenges. Now before I make this selection, I want to kind of look over this here. They both do score 85 to 88 points a game, which is ridiculous, I think. Conference, they did lose a conference game, and their conference is whack. Actually, WCC, to be fair. Their defense is a little bit better, although you do have to consider the level of competition they are playing. Their toughest competition was probably St. Mary's, and they're 5th seed right now, getting beat by who is it? Who is it that they were getting beat by? UCLA? I have to look at this again. Yeah, no, I'll still keep UCLA. So, in Arizona, they've just been lighting it up. I feel like it's time for them to actually like win something, make the Pac-12 somewhat presentable. Notable results: Duke, that was their like kind of like first game that they lost in like their 36 game win streak, which was very impressive. Don't get me wrong. Um, and they were runners up last year too. Gonzaga was the last year runner up, fresh off a comeback win over UCLA. They are very consistent. Big team as well. Baylor even shit on them. Wow, that gives me a completely different opinion on Baylor. But I'm glad I still have them here. This would be a great matchup, but I think Gonzaga gets a little bit of redemption off of this because Baylor's had to play very tough, and it's just only going to get tougher. No matter who I pick here, I think Arizona is just seems way too good. Like, you win 31 games, you're going to do well. I like this. I feel pretty good. Now, are there any games within here that I would maybe consider changing? If I look in this upper corner, I mean, you could probably argue between UConn and Arkansas. I never really took a quick glance at them just to kind of see. Um, their defense is a little bit better. Not great top 25 performances compared to Arkansas. I like my pick overall. Mm, am I crazy for picking Davidson over Duke? I also feel like I've picked so many 10 seeds. I mean, 2 is a decent amount. I just want to make sure I'm picking the right one. San Francisco doesn't feel like a team that is gonna like wow me. Murray State did win 30 games, which is impressive in its own right. You also have to consider, like with Gonzaga, you have to consider the conference they played in. It wasn't as strong. I think they win this game, but they don't go any further. Um, hmm, any other teams that I'm like disrespecting right now? Let me look at Texas and Virginia Tech. They do have a solid defense. Oh, this is a little discouraging. Do I do it? Do I pick the 11th seed, Virginia Tech? Let me see some notable things before. They lost by 12, and Baylor lost twice, Dixon lost twice, won by one, Seton Hall lost by four, Oklahoma won twice. Split with Duke, won once against North Carolina, lost by Memphis. Damn, 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 damn. I'm gonna pick them. I'm gonna pick Virginia Tech. This feels like a dumb mistake, but you know, I think I sense it. I'm manifesting this perfect bracket, and it's just telling me to swap this game. Um, I like this side of the bracket a lot. I think it's very strong. If Creighton beats Kansas, I'll be kind of pissed, but also very thrilled because I am a big Creighton fan. The first game, I first player I saw was Doug McDermott. He's my version of a college god, so we'll be fine. Um, yeah. Otherwise, Wisconsin. I feel justified in this pick. Wisconsin and Auburn. Um, hmm, I want to pick something ridiculous, but I just uh, there's nothing really ridiculous for me to pick. What about UConn and New Mexico State? Did I look at this game already? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I'm picking UConn. Otherwise, I like my picks honestly. I like it. So this is what my bracket will look like. Obviously, you can pause the video, get the top half of it here, and then you get the bottom half here. This is what that will look like, and those are my picks right there. Um, I'm gonna submit these. No, I'll wait to submit those, just in case. I might make like one different pick, but otherwise, that's who I'm picking. I'm picking Arizona. It's not the sexiest pick in the world, and I still am not 100. I'm like 90% committed to it though. So there's my bracket for you guys for this year. Obviously, I might make a couple more brackets, but I'm not going to record those. This is the one that I feel truly confident in. So, anyways, thanks for y'all for watching. If you guys enjoy this kind of like sports content, you want me to make more sports videos, just leave a like down below. Also, gotta get up to, we're on the road to 200 now. After we pass the 100, boy, you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna hit that sub button, hit that 200 goal. Gotta pass Papa H Crew, boy. You already know the fucking vibes. Also, by the way, shout out to H Crew. He's doing his thing. Uploads once every 3 years. We'll be chilling. Anyways, that's all I got for y'all. Until then, peace out.